His eyes shaded under a white Georgia visor, his team just minutes removed from a crushing defeat in Tuscaloosa. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart reacted to a question about Tide freshman wide receiver Ryan Williams with a mixture of dread and resignation. "Great player," Smart said of Williams, who had just torched the Dogs for. "I mean, I got asked by the gameday crew, what are you going to do special about Ryan Williams? I said, we can't do anything special with Ryan Williams. They got a guy back there at quarterback who could be the best running back in the country and he throws the ball. So, you can't put two people on Ryan Williams. You can't do it." Well, you could, but Williams will just make them look silly, as he did on that monstrous go-ahead touchdown catch, where he caught the ball, spun, danced out of reach, then accelerated into the end zone. Holy S****** Bama. C.J. Fogler account may or may not be notable. Williams caught 6 passes for 177 yards including 2 of the most remarkable catches of the season, that go-ahead touchdown with 2:26 remaining in the game, and a bobbled, snatched from the air 54-yarder. Oh my goodness, Ryan Williams. It's too early to say Williams, who, as you may have heard once or twice, is still 17 years old, will be a generational player. But he already represents a generational shift in athlete empowerment. Williams is one of the first stars of an era where both the transfer portal and NIL are not just elements of a player's career, but the bedrock of an entire brand strategy. Williams, born in 2007, has never known a time when he wasn't in complete control of his own playing destiny. This is, as you've heard so many times in recent years, the Wild West era of college football, a time when all the old rules have been thrown out and no new rules, or guardrails, in coach speak, yet exist. Players can hop from school to school through the portal, and can reap massive rewards through NIL. Sure, an Alabama can land a Ryan Williams, but can it keep him? Even though Williams wasn't even born when Nick Saban came to Alabama and ought to be a high school senior, he's already been recruited on three separate occasions by the Tide. He first committed to Alabama as a 10th grader at Saraland High School near Mobile, turning down offers from Tennessee, Ole Miss, Auburn and Michigan, among others. Williams later reclassified himself from the class of 2025 to the class of 2024, enrolling early at Alabama. But a commitment doesn't scare off dedicated pursuers, and several schools, including Auburn, were pushing hard to get Williams to flip. The Tigers invited Williams to last year's Iron Bowl, and as he recalled earlier this season, he very nearly became a Tiger as a result. "I was just flirting with Auburn, and the Iron Bowl came in before the game. They was like, when we win, you're gonna commit at center field, and we rush in the field," Williams told the New Wave podcast. "I'm at Auburn. This is an Auburn visit. It's 4th and 31, and when I say I was shaking in my boots in them stands." Williams said he was trying to be a good guest. "I'm entertaining them. I'm like, yeah, I run. I'm gonna do it. I didn't wanna do it, man." Next thing you knew, he threw it. In the whole state of Alabama. Ryan Williams on how 4th and 31 stopped him from flipping to Auburn during his Iron Bowl visit. Touchdown Alabama. Oh, but the recruiting wasn't done. After Nick Saban retired in January, the poachers came for the Alabama roster, even those players who hadn't suited up yet. Williams immediately decommitted from Alabama less than 2 hours after Saban announced his retirement, and the 5-star gold rush was on. Alabama hired Kalen DeBoer to replace Saban, and DeBoer immediately set out to bring Williams back into the fold. He was a priority right off the bat, DeBoer. There was not going to be transfers for us to go bring in. Ryan was certainly a priority in-state guy, and we made a trip down there as quickly as we possibly could. With who made Williams feel comfortable recommitting, Alabama brought its future gamebreaker back in-house. Everything has worked out just fine for Alabama, but it's not hard to see how this could have gone very differently for the Tide, just as it has at other schools, DeBoer's former employer, Washington, included.